I was leading the song. We went down to Houston, Texas, and I went down with the choir. And as I was singing, she was sitting in the pews, and she happened to tell one of her friends, "That is the cutest guy I've ever seen in my life." And she said something like that. But it was that day. It was actually Valentine's Day, and I was happy to be out there in Houston, and she told her friend, and the friend after church came up to me and asked me if I was single. And I said, yes, I was single. And she said, I'm going to give you a phone number of this girl. I want you to call her. I think you guys will make a perfect couple. And she was the wife of our national youth president back at that time. And I was our district leader here. So I knew I would see her again. So I said, I need to call this girl. Because she's probably going to ask me, did you ever call her? And if I never did, I didn't want to feel bad. And so I called my wife, or my now wife. I called her Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. She never answered. Never answered my call. I never said, why am I calling her so much? So I said, this is it. I'll never call her again. Just so happens that Friday she went to church, and her friend asked her, hey, did Ricky ever call you? And she told her, yes, he's called me every single day, but I have not answered him. So she got after my wife, thank God. So you need to call him back. So she called me back that day, and we started talking for a few months. It wasn't until next year, actually around this time in March, that I went, we talked on the phone, but I went for the very first time to Houston it was October, to court my wife. Now get this, I had never seen her. She had only seen me. But God knows and works in such mysterious ways. Everything I wanted, she had. Everything I wanted. I hadn't even met her yet. But I loved how she loved God. She feared God. She served God. She was so obedient to her parents. There was like, man, if she treats her parents this way, she's going to treat me that way. And it was great, I thought. Well, back then I was younger, I thought it was great. And God knew exactly what I needed. And I remember going out there, and a friend of mine, we both went together. He did have a girlfriend that was in the University of Houston, and so we drove down together. We drove in his truck, and I've said this story before, but I'm going to say it again. And as we were driving, I dropped him off at the university, and I went to go look for I was going to my hotel, and she was giving me directions, and I was driving his truck. And I remember driving his truck, and it started raining really hard. Like it was raining hard. And I was on the phone, and I was trying to get directions. We didn't have GPS on our phones back then. It's been that long. And I remember I was driving on the freeway with the phone, and the door fell off of his truck. It was an old truck. It was that old. The door fell off. It wasn't my car, so I had to pull over on the side of the freeway. I get off, here's all these cars, everybody's stopping now. I guess they were scared to run over it. And so I run this is the freeway, I pick up the door, I run back. So now I'm driving, holding on to the door, on the phone, and I was lost maybe for like 2-3 hours. She's not good at directions. That was one of her strengths. And but that was the first time I went out there to meet her. Dangerous.